empathy, basic human empathy, is why Joe Biden's going to be winning the election in a landslide. In case if you've been living under a rock, we've been living under a serious global pandemic, which is seeing the president note how serious the coronavirus is in leaked audio recordings back in February, with Donald Trump saying the opposite to America all throughout the course of this pandemic. All Donald Trump, his only reaction to the pandemic is, it is what it is. Who cares if over 200,000 people have died? Who cares if it has impacted family and friends? Donald Trump only cares about himself and his image, and this is exactly why Joe Biden's going to be winning the scripted election in a landslide. Joe Biden can relate to the death of family members and friends from COVID-19, both young and old. Joe Biden will win the election after the death of his wife, his first wife, his daughter, and his son on December the 18th of 1972. Biden's wife, Nalia, and their one-year-old daughter, Naomi, were killed in an automobile accident in Huskisson, Delaware. Biden's sons, Beau and Hunter, respectfully suffered a broken leg and a minor skull fracture, but doctors predicted they would recover fully. Biden considered resigning to take care of them, but it was then Senate Majority Leader Mike Mansfield that persuaded him not to. And then further tragedy happened for Joe Biden after the death of his first wife and his one-year-old daughter. His son, Beau Biden, died at the age of 46 years of age. And Joe Biden can become the 46th president of the United States. This is a really big deal. This would be a remarkable storybook ending for Joe Biden. The death of Beau Biden would see Joe Biden become the first Democratic president since Barack Obama. It is Barack that has gematria of 36. Beau Biden dying at 26 years of age cannot be a coincidence at all. Not a coincidence at all, ladies and gentlemen. May the 30th of 2015 is a birthday numerology of 16. So, and Joe Biden, as a tribute to the death of his son, Beau, is going to become the 16th Democratic president to win the election. There's no doubt that the death of a son and a wife and a daughter is going to pertain to the suffering folks who have seen their family members and friends die of COVID-19. Basic human empathy is what is lacking from Donald Trump. Empathy as gematria of 34. This is why a Democrat is going to win the election on a date numerology of 34. What are we talking about? November the 3rd of 2020, which is a date numerology of 34. Basic human empathy, the ability to relate to the feelings of others, is what is lacking from Donald Trump and really Republican sycophants. Republican sycophants, Donald Trump cult members, are lacking even basic human decency. Joe Biden is able to display empathy. He's able to do that on a personal level needed to help those suffering from a pandemic. But on the other hand, Joe Biden still sold out. He still sold out to the corporate interests, but this is somebody who they need to provide stability to the system of the United States of America, because it cannot continue when you have someone who even lacks basic human empathy and even the ability to accept blame, to accept responsibility, to listen to the opinions and advice of others, to listen to the experts. But we're not even seeing that from an American president. This is what's unprecedented about the presidency of Donald J. Trump. 59 months later, we would see this election. Excuse me, I have to go change the date calculator. I got to update this. We got to connect the death of Beau Biden to the death of Beau Biden to the election of Joe Biden. 5 months and 4 days later, this is the date numerology of the election. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you the significance of November the 3rd of 2020 being a 54-day in numerology. But if you follow the Jesus resurrection script with Joe Biden's miraculous Super Tuesday victory, you're going to start to understand how it's scripted to put in a Jesuit puppet in as president. But this is going to be a remarkable storyline for Joe Biden after the death of Beau Biden at the age of 46 for the 46th president of the United States. You know, if you want to go deeper into this, about this being some death sacrifice or whatever, sacrifice as DiMaggio 46. If you want to go deep into occultic ritual sacrifice, this is what you would see by the numbers with the death of Beau Biden. And keep in mind that the death of his 1-year-old daughter and his first wife, Nelia, happened in 1972, I believe. Glioblastoma has DiMaggio 45, and there are 45 prior presidents before Joe Biden. In Nelia Biden's death, Nelia has DiMaggio 50. America. And Donald, for example. I want to say it's 1972. I have to go check this out quickly. But it is a remarkable story. I have to go type in Nelia in the calculator. This was 1972. Keep in mind, this has to do with the DiMaggio of President Trump having DiMaggio 72. So this is occultic death, sacrifice, no doubt about it. We have to put the date of 1972 and see how much time, how much months that is from the death of Joe Biden's daughter and his wife in an automobile accident. Riding with Biden, you know, no coincidence. We see the riding with Biden narrative with this automobile accident. The amount of time from 1972 to the election is 47 years. If you round up, it's 48. Donald Trump has DiMaggio 48. President has DiMaggio 47. So close to 47 years after that death, we can see Joe Biden in the White House. And this brings us to the singular numerology. Singular numerology of 31. Singular date numerology of Donald Trump's birthday. Mind you, this is while they were Christmas shopping too. But this is going to be a remarkable storybook ending for Joe Biden after the death of his first wife, his daughter, and his son Beau. The guy has gone through a lot of heartbreak, but he has somehow kept the faith and didn't completely lose it. And this is going to fall into the script for a guy who knows what it's like to lose family members to people suffering from COVID-19. This is what makes Joe Biden a perfect puppet as your 46th president right after the death of Beau Biden, which, if you relate 2015 to 1972, let's see, this is a time span of 42 years. In 43, I have to see what the significance of 43 is from the time of those two accidents. You can relate the significance of those 2 days to Inauguration Day, January 20th of 2021, and the time of the first death. So 48 years. No coincidence we see him replacing Donald Trump at the fact that Joe has DiMaggio of 12. And then we have May 30th of 2015. 2015 this is, to January the 20th of 2021. close to 67 months and 21 days. You know, what if this was some blood sacrifice? Who knows? I don't know. What if all these events just happened and the elites still chose Joe Biden to be the guy after seeing all of this that has happened? Somebody that can provide stability for the system, but it's not gonna change things fundamentally at the end of the day. This is what makes him a perfect puppet.